Two houses shed blood for a war that's barely even started yet. Daemon finds a sandcastle to play with. Aemon is still getting bullied even though he's the hardest one there. And very freaky Queen Alicent has a light bulb moment but don't want to pay the electric bill. Yeah. If you have not watched Game of Thrones or any part of Season 2 House of the Dragons, what do we say to those trying to watch this review?
Not today.
Exactly. Let's get into it. It starts off with a group of Blackwoods and Brackens set tripping over whose land it is because one wants to support Rhaenyra and the other one wants to support King Magnanimous. They go off in a war of words, start roasting each other. Your mama jokes get thrown out. Your uncle jokes get thrown out. Next thing I know, it looked like a game of Andy's coming, and the whole battlefield got all these troops looking like they fell to the ground like toys. Like, it was bodies far as the eye can see. They basically started participating in the war that ain't even really started yet. Now, Rhaenyra decides she gonna talk to Rhaenys. Nisi Poo tell her, look, y'all gotta stop this war before it even starts. I understand both of y'all are mad, both of y'all have lost, but it's not going to do anything for both of y'all to get y'all's dragons out because nothing but destruction will come out of that. So I would advise you to go talk to Alicent, figure out a way to get you two together. Rhaenyra finds Mysaria and asks her, since you know you did come and warn them about them trying to kill me, I guess I do owe you. And see, that's the thing about her. She already knows that if you got me in your back pocket, you'll always owe me. She's smart. She know how to survive, right? So she tell her, hey, the only time you're going to catch the queen alone is when she's going to the candlelight visual. That's all you could do. Now we see Dirty Daemon flying to Harrenhal like he's about to take over a little sandcastle. That thing's so broke up, it don't know if it want to stand or fall. And while he goes in the castle and searches by himself, I'm like, it's got to be somebody there that know these walls is going to kill. Ain't nobody there. But 4 funky people. Is nobody there. Sir Simon, he meets. They have what looks to be the best dinner you can have by candlelight. And discuss how he can get more troops to back Rhaenyra. All in all, Simon bends the knee, tells him he pledges to Rhaenyra. And the only thing about this scene that really got me thinking was how much Daemon does not know his place, or he's very delusional about what it is, because he called him my prince because he's king consort. And he was like, no, it's your grace. We also find out that Simon is our foot fetish friend's uncle, Lars. And they do not get along because he feels like Lars abandoned him when things went awry. And he calls him the Clubfoot Kid. I think that's hilarious. At King's Landing, our new appointed hand, City Boy Cole, and his haircut. Who asked for this? Like, y'all remember on Beauty and the Beast when Beast turned human and you were like, go back to the Beast? That's how I felt about Cole's haircut. I don't know why I felt that strongly. It just, that bowl cut just, no, ew. Anyway, we meet Alicent's brother, Gwaine, who looks like he's never left the comfort of his castle. But much to his annoyance, Sir Criston takes him with him. And before he leaves, Alicent leaves him with like her handkerchief. It's like, as much as y'all don't want people to know y'all dealing with each other, y'all don't do anything to not allow people to find out. Because if something happens and that handkerchief drops and, you know, King sees it. Now we see Rhaenyra sending Rhaena to the Vale with her kids. If you guys don't remember, Rhaena is the only one that doesn't have a dragon. So she kind of feels left out of the pack, especially when, you know, her sister's out doing patrol. But Rhaenyra does something really special. She sends her not alone just with her kids, she sends her with dragons as well as dragon eggs. So she has to protect these eggs. So I think her doing that made her feel, okay, I'm not just being sent off as a glorified babysitter. I'm actually helping a cause. So I really enjoyed that. So now they're off to the Vale. Also, if you pay attention, 3 of the eggs are the future eggs that our lovely Daenerys gets 100 years later in Game of Thrones, because they never hatched. Yeah. I love the Easter egg, literally. Next we see Class President King dressed in Aegon the Conqueror's old knight's uniform, and he's getting ready for battle. But Loras comes in, our foot fetish friend, and tells him that there's whispers that he's too scared to leave, or if he does leave, his mom is going to try to take over. He's basically trying to get him to stay just like the small council did, just a little, sneakier. And he decides that, hey, it's good to have you around, keep my ear to the streets. But he just plays into his insecurity, like pretty much a lot of people do. We meet Dragonseed, who's bragging about being a Valyrian and a Targaryen. It's weird. But as soon as one walks in, he cowers, so we may see some more of him later. So the king walks in, does what he does best, get drunk. And he's trying to get some squire to touch a woman for the first time. So he's going all throughout the brothel in the back and trying to find what seems to be his brother's favorite person. Because when he finds him, he just teases him and ridicules him. And it's like Aemon's been being teased since he was such a little kid. And now I'm starting to see, I don't hate him, because you lost the eye, your dragon can't be controlled, people don't take you seriously, and then your brother of all people embarrasses you in front of, your favorite person just to get a laugh. And even the people that were with him were kind of like, dang, that's messed up. You just busted in on your brother at a brothel and just embarrassed, So I felt bad for him in this scene, really did. On the way to the Riverlands, Gwaine decides that him and his friends are not about to sleep out here in the cold, so they're gonna find him a little hotel to stay at. And City Boy Cole finds him and is like, look, we gotta stay together. It's the best thing for everybody. You cannot leave. Then he realizes they're out in the open and looks up, and Bayla swoops down like, was about to roast him, but she held back. She could have done it, but she let him know, oh, we see you. We see you. Then Gwaine looks at Cole like, yeah, I'm a listen now. I'm a listen now. Yeah, you almost got fried. Back in Harrenhal, we see Daemon, and he's a little restless and walks up to the weirwood tree, and he has a vision of young Rhaenyra sewing Jaehaera, the little baby boy that was killed, neck. And after he has the vision, he comes to, and the witch that's there is like, yeah, you're gonna die here. It's like, ooh. Oh, but the meat and potatoes of the episode. So, Rhaenyra finally sneaks into King's Landing and gets to the sept where Alicent is doing her candlelight visual. They basically get together, and of course she's shaking at first, because how did you sneak in here? But they start to talk. They apologize for killing each other's family member. And then Rhaenyra's like, y'all stole the throne from me. You know this. And she was like, no, I'm trying to tell you. Your dad told me it was promised to Aegon. That was his last words. And you kind of see Rhaenyra look defeated, and she cries like, dang, my dad just flipped on me in his last moments. But then Alicent messed up and told her exactly what he said.
He said he was the prince that was promised to unite the realm. The story he once told about Aegon the Conqueror.
Rap. And then they both come to realization that, oh, he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror, not Aegon my son. This is exactly why y'all need to stop naming y'all kids the same name, because it's 3 Aegons at this point. And instead of taking the realization and saying, okay, let's stop this war, Alicent's pride is like, nope. Me and my haste, I done got people killed. I done got my grandson killed. I'm not about to take this back. So, hey, a war started. Get ready. Fade to black, baby. I'm so ready for next week's episode.